Hey everybody, welcome. It's Andrew Ings of Golf Academy here. As always, thanks for tuning in to watch my video. I do appreciate it. So I posted a video yesterday on skying the driver. So if you're having problems with that, don't forget to check that video out. But at the end of the video, I invited my subscribers to post some comments down below with some questions. Swing related, equipment related, anything to do with golf. If I can answer those questions, and if I've got time, I'll even produce a little video for you to answer and help you with these problems. So I've got my phone here because somebody called, and Roger, if I pronounce your surname wrong, apologies, Roger Savard commented and asked me this question. He said, well, I have questions for you. How to keep the lead arm relatively straight in the backswing. I struggle with the notions of keeping that arm in front of the chest and across the chest. Roger, thanks for the question, and it's a really good question. There are two parts to the answer here, so I'm going to deal with them separately. Let's first of all presume that you're a right-handed golfer. So for your lefties out there, you'll just have to reverse things around a little bit. And let's also just presume, for argument's sake, that there are no grip issues, because from my experience, grip issues can also cause problems with the left arm bending, collapsing, so and so. So you've got a decent grip. Number one thing we're going to look at is your setup position. This is probably one of my top 3, top 4 faults that I see on a day-to-day basis when I'm coaching. The left arm collapsing, bending, just getting out of position. So really good question to answer. I see a lot of people starting like this in setup. Level shoulders, left arm already got some bend in it before they start. Now, it would not be impossible to start from this position and create a good position. But I think when we start with a fault, it often leads to another fault. So let's try and get you, first of all, just checking. And the way you're going to check this is just to grip it with your left hand, form a reasonably straight line, drop the club to the ground, get the left shoulder on a little bit of a tilt, and then connect the right hand on. And we should be able to start off there with a reasonably straight left arm. Now, up on the screen there, and I hope you can see the screen, we've got a fairly old video of Big Ernie. And you can see Big Ernie here in setup, and it looks like he's hitting about an 8-iron here. Let me just get around this side so I don't cast a shadow. And you can see at his setup, he's got this beautifully straight line running up the left side. He's got a nice little bit of tilt here, and he's forming this classic, what I call Y-shaped position. So he's already started in a great position, hasn't he? So Roger, moving on to the next stage. The thing I see happening which causes this left arm to start to bend or collapse on the backswing is not getting the right or correct wrist hinge, wrist cock, wrist set. Just watch the video again of Big Ernie. Let's just play him back to about waist height. And if I stop him there, where the left arm's pretty much parallel to the ground here, we can see the left arm has stayed beautifully straight, comfortably straight, we sometimes like to describe that. The wrists have cocked themselves, and he's got this fantastic 90-degree angle, which I refer to as the L shape. This is what I see happening an awful lot. People get into a reasonably good setup position, they go for the first part of the takeaway, they get to about here, okay, very little or no wrist hinge happening at this stage. So they get to this point here, you can see I've got a tiny bit of wrist hinge, but not much. The only way I can really progress up from there is to start letting this left arm bend, okay, because my wrists aren't in a cocked position. So what I would try for you, Roger, is this. Swing yourself back to waist height and see what that position feels like. You can see there I've kept my left arm comfortably straight, right arm's folded, but I've created a nice early hinge or cock of the wrist. Now from here, I continue as far back as I want to go, keeping that left arm comfortably straight. But if the wrists aren't hinging, you can end up in all sorts of trouble at the top. Quick drill for you. Split hand drill, not my drill, somebody else's, but I'm copying it. Into normal setup position, bottom hand, way off the club, get it right down as far as you can. I'm gripping this club right on the steel of the shaft here, okay? Both thumbs pointing down, and just swing back to waist height. I call it the thumbs up drill. just point the thumbs up to the sky. That will really give you a feeling of how to set the club. Do that several times. You've really got no choice but to set everything, connect the hands up, create the same feeling. Okay, hope that helps in terms of keeping the left arm straighter. Let's talk about the other issue that you mentioned, the concept of keeping the club out in front of you. This is one of these terms that we hear quite a lot, don't we? You know, in commentary on TV and in magazines. What does that mean? Okay, so my interpretation of that would be keeping the club out in front would look something like that. So the club's actually out in front of my body. Now, I personally quite like that as a position. I think that's a very nice neutral position to take the club into, because from there I can set the club up into a great position at the top. There are many ways to swing the golf club, aren't there? And a lot of people, maybe they're working on, I don't know, one plane swings or David Ledbetter's A swing, stack and tilt, blah 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 blah. Plenty of good golfers out there who do take the club back much more on the inside, okay, maybe into positions like this, and still able to put the club, up to a great position at the top. So I think this is where, Roger, you'd have to go and speak to your local PGA coach and discuss some ideas, about this takeaway position. Generally speaking, I would be keen for somebody to try and keep the club slightly out in front of them and put the club into this neutral position. That works pretty well for most people, but that's not to say that the club getting back a little bit more on the inside. I've taught some great players who take the club on the outside, and do this sort of stuff. So the golf swing's an amazing thing. Different things work for different people, and as a coach, this is why you've got to go in with your eyes open, try things, experiment, find the best way forward for you. So probably not a full answer to your second part of the question, but it's one of those questions which is tough to actually give a definitive answer. Have an open mind. But I hope that's going to help you guys and girls with this straighter or more comfortable straight left arm. So there we go, questions answered. I do mean it, folks. If you've got any questions, don't be afraid to ask them. Whatever they might be golf related, just post a comment down below. If I can answer it written wise, or if I've got time, I'll do the video, no problem at all. So think of it, it's a free lesson. Doesn't cost anything, just a little bit of time for you to ask the question. Only thing I will ask you to do is please subscribe to the channel. I'm really working hard at the moment to try and grow my subscribers, and the only way I can do that is if you subscribe to the channel. I can get more subscribers, I can grow my influence on YouTube, and manufacturers will send me more product to test, and I can get those reviews to you. So I need your help on that one, and don't forget to click the like button if you like the video. If you don't like it, don't click it. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll be back soon. All the best. Bye for now.